Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout of the evening is the final preliminary bout of the evening. Brought to you by Imperial Blinds and Shutters and taking place over 3 rounds for the IÚR welterweight division. Please welcome first in the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, representing CMAC with a record of 4 wins and 4 defeats, Nic Rebreanu. Please welcome his opponent making his walk to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, representing SBG Clonmel. He brings in a record of 2 wins and 4 defeats, presenting Reckless Dec Ryan!
Take 2, Paul Brown. What are you going to say to us?
Best walkout tune of the evening so far. Madonna, like rare, absolute banger. Can't beat it. Reckless Dec Ryan. SBG Clonmel coming in here 2-4. He won his first 2 fights in 2022. Did a 4-fight skid, but against really good guys. Dino Driscoll, Gareth McCormack, Shea Leatham, Daniel Negru. All tough fights and all experience. In here against a tricky southpaw. Watching Nic Rebreanu fight, and that inside low kick and his teeps are great weapons. Rebreanu got back to winning ways earlier this year. He beat Brian O'Flaherty, a cage legacy in July, and he'd been on a 3-fight skid himself before that. So both guys have been in there and been tested against good guys.
I feel it would be remiss of me not to mention the fact that Dec Ryan is wearing undershorts that are the exact same as his shorts.
Yeah.
You have to appreciate the consistency.
Yeah. Black and red and yellow flame design, beautiful work. Stepping into the range here, but Nic Rebreanu is so good in this range. He's got great Muay Thai out of that southpaw stance. Those inside leg kicks, some of the best in amateur MMA in Ireland. There he goes, set up that big left hand. He heard that. And look at the redness on the inside of that knee leg of Dec Ryan already. Not even halfway through the opening round. That kick to the body.
Let's see if we see that call from Keith Joe here. Level change and straight down the middle.
Now the fighters that have given Nic Rebreanu the most trouble over the last couple of years are the guys that have done this to him. Get a hold of him, don't let him stand and strike with you, and make the fight ugly. Can Dec Ryan do it? Is the question. But we've seen Nic Rebreanu get caught twice with a rear naked choke, albeit against very good fighters. Darrell Ward, now professional with Cage Warriors, and Abdul Malik Zubairayev, who almost won gold at the IMAFs recently. That is an exceptional grappler. A man who's in the cage here, cornering Akeem Kinsella earlier this season.
Transition there towards the back.
Yeah, the
Negate the Kimura grip, but this could be the similar example of what we spoke about earlier on, that going for those knee bar attempts can be a great option if you can get the elevation, but if you lose it...
Rebreanu did brilliantly to come up with that split-second opportunity. He grabbed it with both hands.
And it was a decision like, okay, fair enough, it's not going to have done enough. Well, I actually would still give Nick this round based off the damage on the feet. Definitely would negate the grappling that we had seen from Dec Ryan. But what a wonderful decision-making process on that knee bar attempt. Not using it to try and attack, just using it to try and get back on top.
Yeah, very interesting opening round, and he did manage to counter the grappling attempts of Dec Ryan. So what does Dec Ryan do now?
I would say try and persist on that wrestling that we've seen, but he's going to just have to think about doing it much earlier. I think that he was way too happy to stand in that initial trade range with him. He's eaten a few of those kicks now, and even I know you're talking from the Muay Thai perspective of Nick, I actually think his hands have been insanely impressive here as well so far as well.
Yeah, the big left hand down the pipe has been a very effective weapon, and he's setting it up with the other shots.
I tell you what, we're the suckers here. I don't know if you're after seeing it here, but the 4-star pizza has arrived. And it's making its way to different places around the staff here at the minute.
We always miss out on these things, Andrew. Rebreanu looking eager there, he's on his toes. Wants to battle in the lead hand. There we go, steps into the range. CMAC corner call for Rebreanu to go with that straight shot to the body, and now they're screaming for a disengagement. He does it. There's that teep I mentioned.
There it is again.
He's got Dec Ryan just rabbit in the headlights almost there for a moment. This is what I love watching Nic Rebreanu in full flow. He's a really good technical striker. Carries a bang in his shots. McGregor-esque shoulder bumps, remember those? The Donald Cerrone fight.
You know, there's a part of me there, just from what you're talking about him being a good Thai boxer, thinking like if this was pro here, we would have seen a big, strong right elbow over the top there of that disengagement.
Yeah. There's that shot to the body the corner called for. You're right about his hands. He's looking exceptional here, isn't he? He's looking like he's going into his flow state now. Dec Ryan is just trapped here on the end of these punches. There's the roar from the CMAC corner. Keep the range. Don't get tied up.
Now, that is good to counter the rhythm there in terms of the shot attempt. But when you can see somebody feel a bit more comfortable on their feet and being able to go between whether it's hands and feet to the head or to the body, Like, that's a 2-minute pleasure to watch there in terms of an amateur MMA fight from Nic. This is where Dec is going to have a chance to pose his stamp back on the fight. Not even. Not even.
Good work by Rebreanu just to stuff that. He's still not fully freed though. Ryan being persistent. He's got around to the back of the hips already. Looked like he had failed, but might not be enough to steal the round, obviously, with Rebreanu teeing off there for a solid minute and a half. Those are those positions where we would call for elbows. The DJ just stopped the fight there.
DJ stopped the round. DJ knew it was coming.
Yeah. There's the standard, the trademark Keith Kyo standing in the corner and telling the CMAC fighter to look across the cage.
Yeah, he did it in
He's wrecked.
He did it in between the first and second rounds again.
He does it in every round of every fight he corners.
Better not take a seat. You're opposite him.
Keith Kyo spotted. If he looked remotely tired, he would point it out to his fighter. Bernie in there offering cool, calm, collected words of advice. Nic Rebreanu just looks confident. He is bouncing on his toes. And why wouldn't you? Because he is performing very, very well. Dec Ryan is hunched on his stool, taking some big, deep breaths. Ryan's going to need a huge third round here. Calling for the shot. Look at the kicks, the redness those kicks are leaving. Both the body and the inside of the quad. Telegraphed that attempt. Shot now, Dec Ryan in desperation mode.
You know, sometimes in order to get experience in certain things, I feel that some fighters get the best of it in fights.
Yeah.
You can practice sprawls. You can practice stiff arming against the head. This could be the fight over here, though, Browner.
Yeah, that really ended up in an unfortunate position for Rebreanu. He
has 90 seconds left. The body triangle is almost there. If I'm Nic here, I want both of my shoulders out towards us, towards the cage. And he's in a very lucky enough position here that both of the potential choking arms are coming from underhook positions.
Yeah, just keeping the arms up above them. Needs to mind his P's and Q's, although with 70 seconds still left to go. This could go south very, very quickly, and reckless Dec Ryan has just got that little bit closer to it. He's got one arm in position. Calling for a big explosion from Nic Rebreanu in the CMAC corner. Doing a great job of fighting those grips. 2-on-1 needed maybe now to get that turn into his opponent.
And then even when he's under pressure with the one arm, he's got it now on the other side, but it's only ever been over the jaw here in any of these instances. 30 seconds left to see out the round. feel like that could have been a thing that we could have seen a little bit earlier in the sequence of the back take in terms of using the shots.
Come on! It's work! Get on top there!
So, in terms of what we were talking about, how you could get the experience of something in the fight, I feel like Nic is going to have grown in a lot of confidence in terms of his wrestling defense in this fight because of what he was able to do on the feet.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you just can't replicate in a gym or in a practice environment, and I think that's one of them. However, the opposite of that is going to show that, look, there's still work to be done because we spent the last 90 seconds of that third round with someone on our back in a very bad position. Yeah, dead on. So for those at home, after this announcement, there's going to be a 15 to 20 minute break. We are kicking back off sharp 6 p.m. We have a K1 fight between Rory Dalton and Jake Gilpin, and then we have 5 fights of MMA after that. 3 amateurs, 2 amateur titles on the line, and we have 2 professional fights at the top of the card. Kieran Brady against Jamie McAleese and Dara Tolman against Dylan Douglas. Passing it over to Paul Brown now. This is the end of the prelims. We'll be back in 20 minutes time. Thanks very much for tuning in so far, and we will talk to you then.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to your judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Nic Rebreanu!